Hey there, and welcome back to the channel. Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever stared at a retirement savings plan and thought, what is a 401k and how is it different than a Roth IRA? Well, you're not alone. If you've ever felt confused by these two terms, don't sweat it. Today, we're going to break it down in simple terms so you can make the best decision for your future. Whether you're just starting your career or you're a seasoned pro looking to grow your wealth, understanding the difference between a 401k and a Roth IRA is key to unlocking your retirement potential. So let's get into it. All right, first things first. What exactly is a 401k? Think of the 401k as your employer's way of helping you save for retirement while also giving you some nice tax breaks. Here's how it works. A 401k is an employer-sponsored retirement plan, meaning your employer sets it up and you participate in it through automatic payroll deductions. You can choose to contribute a portion of your paycheck, and in many cases, your employer might match a percentage of your contributions. This is free money, people. It's like your boss just handed you a bonus for being smart enough to invest in your future. But here's the kicker: taxes. The contributions you make to a traditional 401k are pre-tax. This means you're putting in money before you pay taxes on it. So, let's say you make $50,000 a year and contribute $5,000 to your 401k. At the end of the year, you're only taxed on $45,000. Pretty sweet, right? And here's the catch. When you retire and start withdrawing that money, you're going to pay taxes on it. So, while it feels like a win now, you'll owe the IRS when you start pulling money out in retirement. Now, let's look at the pros and cons of the 401k. This is the golden egg of the 401k. Your employer could match your contributions, sometimes dollar for dollar, sometimes a percentage. It's essentially free money. If you're not contributing enough to get the full match, you're leaving money on the table, and you don't want to do that. Because your contributions are pre-tax, you reduce your taxable income today. You can put more money to work for you now while the government gets its piece later. A 401k allows you to contribute more than an IRA. In 2025, you can contribute up to $22,500 per year if you're under the age of 50, and up to $30,000 if you're over the age of 50. So, if you're looking to really ramp up your savings, a 401k can be a great tool. Some 401k plans allow you to take loans or early withdrawals in case of emergencies. While it's generally not recommended to dip into your retirement savings, it's nice to have that safety net. As we said earlier, when you start withdrawing from your 401k in retirement, you're going to owe taxes on the money you take out. So, if you're in a higher tax bracket when you retire, you could end up paying more in taxes than you would have liked. Depending on your employer's plan, you may not have the freedom to choose from a wide variety of investment options. You could be stuck with a few mutual funds or target date funds that your employer has selected. If you take money out of your 401k before you're 59 and a half, you'll be slapped with a 10% early withdrawal penalty. Plus, you'll have to pay taxes. So, this isn't your go-to option for emergency cash unless you really need it. Now that we've covered the 401k, let's talk about the Roth IRA. A Roth IRA is an individual retirement account that you open on your own, not through an employer. The biggest difference? Taxes. With a Roth IRA, you contribute money after tax, meaning you don't get a tax break on the front end. But here's the magical part. When you withdraw the money in retirement, it's tax-free. That means all that growth, those dividends, and your returns, everything you make, comes out of the account tax-free. No taxes when you retire. The government doesn't get a cut of that sweet retirement income. Not bad, right? If you're a fan of the idea of never paying taxes again, who isn't? The Roth IRA is just for you. You pay taxes up front, and then you get to watch your money grow and withdraw it in retirement with no tax bills attached. With a 401k, once you hit 72 years old, you're required to start taking distributions. But with a Roth IRA, there are no required minimum distributions. You don't have to take money out if you don't need it, which gives you more flexibility. You can contribute to a Roth IRA even after you retire, as long as you have earned income. So, if you're working in your 60s or 70s and still want to save, you can keep making Roth IRA contributions. One thing that makes the Roth IRA stand out is that you can withdraw the contributions you've made, not the earnings, at any time without penalty or taxes. This gives you a little more access to your money compared to a 401k. While the Roth IRA is great, the contribution limits are much lower than a 401k. In 2025, you can contribute up to $6,500 per year if you're under 50, and $7,500 if you're over 50. So, it might not be the best choice if you're looking to supercharge your retirement savings. There are income limits for contributing to a Roth IRA. If you make too much money, you may be phased out of eligibility. For example, in 2025, single filers making more than $153,000 per year or married couples making more than $228,000 can't contribute directly to a Roth IRA. Because you're contributing after-tax money, you don't get the immediate tax benefit that you do with a 401k. If you're looking for that tax break right now, the Roth IRA isn't going to help with that. Now that we've broken down the basics of each, let's talk about which one might be a better fit for you. Here's the deal. There's no one-size-fits-all answer. It really depends on your situation, your goals, and your future plans. If you're in a higher tax bracket now and you're looking for a tax break today, a 401k might make more sense. You're going to get that tax advantage up front. And if your employer offers matching contributions, you definitely want to take advantage of that. If you think taxes are going to be higher in the future and you want to lock in the tax-free growth, a Roth IRA might be your ticket. Especially if you're just starting out and you're in a lower tax bracket, the Roth IRA's tax-free growth can be a huge benefit down the road. If you want flexibility, the Roth IRA is probably the better choice, as there are no required distributions and you can take out your contributions anytime without penalty. The 401k can be a bit more rigid with penalties if you try to access your funds early. If you want to contribute as much as possible, the 401k's higher contribution limits give you the ability to save more than the Roth IRA. All right, there you have it. The 401k versus Roth IRA showdown. Ultimately, both of these retirement accounts have their pros and cons, and they can actually work together if you're savvy. You can contribute to both a 401k and a Roth IRA if you're eligible, allowing you to diversify your retirement savings and reap the benefits of both tax-deferred and tax-free growth. So, what's your next move? Are you Team 401k or Team Roth IRA? Or maybe a bit of both? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget, if you found this video helpful, smash that like button and hit subscribe so you never miss out on more awesome content about investing, saving, and building wealth. Until next time, keep growing that money and remember, retirement is just around the corner.